welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be having a very exciting video. I am starting a new series here on my channel and it is going to be called the Teacher Tuber series. So I haven't filmed a series in a very long time, since I filmed like a student teaching series over a year and a half ago, and so I'm so excited to start this. So this series is going to consist of 4 videos. This is the first one, and this is going to be how to start a YouTube channel, just some of the behind the scenes work that is not editing, all the things that you want to do before you actually start filming. The second video is going to be showing you guys how I edit my videos in iMovie and showing you all the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way filming and editing on iMovie. The third video is going to be about editing thumbnails, and the fourth video is going to be answering all sorts of questions that you guys have asked me on Instagram throughout the series and stuff like that. So I'm so excited to start this series. So today's video, as I said, is going to be about how to start a YouTube channel, all about YouTube, how to start up, all of that fun stuff. So if you are new here, hello, my name is Haley. I'm a first year kindergarten teacher. I've been vlogging my whole experience and been loving every second of it. So if you would like to see more of my videos and the rest of the videos in this series, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into this video. Okay, so before we even start talking about starting a YouTube channel, I think it's very important to think about why you want to start a YouTube channel. If you are doing this to get subscribers, if you're doing this to get famous or to make money, the reality is that you're probably not going to make it, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but the first, year, 6 months of you having a YouTube channel, you might not have a lot of viewers, and that is okay. And so it's important to have a reason why you're starting your channel to make it through those months of not getting subscribers, not having views, stuff like that. I think it's really important to be genuine in your videos, and I think if you are in it just for the money, people can tell. And so I know personally why I started a YouTube channel was just to kind of start documenting my life. I never thought that I would be where I'm at today with my channel. It took me over a year just to gain 100 subscribers, you guys. Like, it was a long road to be where I'm at right now, and I think people don't realize that. I think people think when they post a video that's just gonna get like a ton of views, and that's just not reality, probably. I mean, some people that happens to, but the majority of people that does not. And so I think it's really important to have a reason why you're filming videos to, motivate yourself and just push through those times. My reason why I started a YouTube channel is just to document my life. And so I didn't intend my channel to be mainly about teaching. That's just kind of what happened because that's the season of life that I'm in. And so obviously my first year teaching, that takes up a lot of time and takes up a lot of energy. So that's just what I started filming. And it's something that I'm excited about. And so I wanted to share it. But my channel is not named an education name, and that's for a reason, because whatever life season I'm in or whatever I feel drawn to share, I want to be able to do that here. And so I think it's really important to think about why you're starting a YouTube channel and establish that first. Okay, so after you figure out why you want to start a YouTube channel, then you need to think about your branding. What do you want to go by? So whatever you choose, I think personally it's very important that you go by that name on all your social media platforms. For example, my channel name is haileykatelynn, which is my first and middle name. And so that name is the same on Instagram. So then it's very easy for people to find me. It's also the same on my Pinterest, and it's also the same on my website. So all of the things are the same so that people know that that's who I am, they know what to expect, and they know that it is associated with me. After you figure out your branding, another part of that is to think about what exactly you want to post. Do you want to post a vlog? Do you want to post sit-down videos? Do you want to post, certain types of content? So for example, if you're trying to make a teacher tuber channel, like a YouTube channel that's focused on teaching, then you need to think about what kind of teaching videos do you want to post. Do you want to post vlogs? Do you want to post daily or weekly vlogs? Do you want to post hauls? Do you want to post like your teacher story? What kind of videos do you want to post within that content realm? So for example, on my channel, you'll primarily find videos about teaching, a lot of vlogs, and then also just other kind of lifestyle things, different like clothing hauls and grocery hauls and just stuff like that. And so those are the things that I kind of pertain my content around, and then throughout life, obviously that will change based on whatever season of life I'm in. But think about what kind of videos you want to post, think about which videos are your favorite to watch, and then make those. So once you figure out why you want to start a YouTube channel and what you want to go by, then you need to think about your profile picture and your header on YouTube. So the header on YouTube, there are very awesome templates online that you can use to create your header. And so I'll show you guys the outline, dimension, header template thing that YouTube has that you can use to create your header. I personally created my header in an app called Fonto, and that's just the app that I use for editing because I like some of the features that it has, but I know people have created their headers in PowerPoint and also on a website called Canva. I will talk more about these apps and I will show you guys an example of how to create your YouTube header now. Okay, so we are going to talk about how to create your YouTube header. So first thing that I recommend doing is looking up on Google YouTube header dimensions, and you'll see a bunch of different pictures in the images. And so I use this one, and so I just copy and paste this. So I just copied the image, and the app that I would recommend using when you're first starting off is called Canva. And so if you go to create a design and you click that and then you scroll down, there's a bunch of suggested dimensions and designs that you can do. And so there's one called YouTube channel art. Click that. All right, so once Canva loads and all of that, then you'll have this blank template. This is what you will use to create your header. I am going to paste that image that I copied, and I'm just gonna resize it to fit this page. So this kind of shows you when you're designing your header that if you're on a desktop, this is how much of your header people can see. If they're on a tablet, this is how much they can see. If they're on their mobile device, this is what they can see. And that's what I would recommend keeping everything you do inside of, because it's important when someone is on their phone, they can see your whole header. And so that's what I would recommend. And then in Canva, there's tons and tons of different options that you can do. First, you should do the background and figure out what kind of background you want to do. Do you want to do a plain color? There's also all of these free images you can use onto your header if you would like. I'm just going to choose this blue color. And so I think that covered up my image. So I'm going to repaste my image again, just so that it is there. Okay, so once you finish doing that, then you'll probably want to add some text. So this is where you get to be creative. You get to choose, what fonts you want, what you want your header to say, all of that. So I'm just going to write my channel name. And in my opinion, that should be the biggest part of your logo, because that's what, you want people to know. So let me go over this. And I'm gonna make it nice and big. Okay, so there's that. And now maybe I want to add another body of text and say, that I post new videos every week or something. So I'm gonna add another body of text. I'm gonna write new videos every week. Like that. Okay, so now I can play around with the different fonts to make it look however I want it to look. So this is a very simple example of what a header looks like. Obviously this isn't that cute, but it's a very simple one. So you can add in whatever you want to add. If you want to add a picture of yourself, if you want to add more text, if you want to do multiple colors or like a design on the background, that's totally up to you. This just kind of shows you where to get started. And the biggest thing that you need to know is the dimensions, the YouTube header dimensions, and keeping your logo inside of the box. Also, even when you use the box, sometimes you still have to play around with how it looks on your channel. So I would just recommend uploading it a couple of different times, looking at it on your computer, and then also looking at it on your YouTube app on your phone, and just making sure the placement works really well. So yeah, there's a super, super simple getting started on YouTube header. Okay, so now that you have some of the thinking and setting up your YouTube channel, it's important to talk about camera and editing. So some people have the misconception that in order to start a YouTube channel, you have to have a very expensive camera, lighting setup, all this stuff. That's not true at all. I know so many YouTubers that have, a lot of followers and they post videos all the time. They just use their iPhone, and that's perfectly fine. The cameras on your phones nowadays are really, really great quality, especially if you use the back rear camera and if you have good lighting. I personally don't use lighting, like a ring light or studio lights. I have some, but it honestly stresses me out to put them up, so I never put them up. I just film in front of a window most of the time, and I always film during the day. And so that is enough lighting for me personally. Some people like to buy ring lights. I don't think if you are just getting started that you need to invest in that, but if you would like to, that's totally fine. Basically, you can start with whatever you have. If you have a camera on your phone, perfect. Film with the rear camera because it's better qualities. Set your video up in front of a window. If you're vlogging, face towards the window while you're vlogging. If you're sitting down filming a sit-down video, face the window so the light comes onto you. And then editing, I personally use iMovie. that's free on my computer. I have a MacBook. If you have a Windows computer, I'm sure that your computer also comes with some sort of free editing software, and honestly, that's enough to get started. And maybe after you get used to that editing software and you want to invest in something like Final Cut Pro or something like that, then you can choose to do that. But I think getting started, you do not need something like that. I personally don't even use a editing software that I had to pay for. I still use iMovie and it works just fine. Also, I get asked a lot what camera I use to film. So personally, right now, I use a Canon G7X Mark II, and that's something that I chose to invest in this year. It is a kind of expensive camera. All cameras are expensive, but this one is a little bit more expensive, but I did a lot of research and I decided to finally invest in it. But I started off with a camera called Canon SX730, and I chose that camera because it was the cheapest option that had a viewfinder that flipped up so you can see yourself while you're filming, which I think is really helpful. But that's what I chose to buy when I started, and it worked perfectly fine for me for the first 2 years. The next thing I want to talk about is something called VidIQ. So VidIQ is a Chrome extension that you can add onto your Chrome browser, and basically it gives you kind of like a behind the scenes look of YouTube, and it gives you some better analytics than what YouTube Studio does. And so once you start your YouTube channel and you start posting videos, you get something called YouTube Studio, and that allows you to see the analytics of your videos. I first want to say, if you are just starting off, do not stress out about analytics. I don't even stress out about analytics because it's just totally random. You have to be in it for the right reasons. But basically, VidIQ will help you with knowing what kind of tags you should be using in your videos. It gives you suggested tags. It gives you different information that is really helpful. So I'll show you guys an example of what VidIQ does. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what the two most useful things that I use from VidIQ, and those are these two tabs over here. So channel audit and achievements. So if you click channel audit, it's going to pop up with some analytics of your page. It'll talk about views, subscribers, watch time, and then it'll also show you which videos are doing really well. And so it can talk about how many views per hour videos are getting, how many views in general videos are getting, and then how many subscribers you're gaining from each video. And then it just goes into more depth of all sorts of analytics about your videos. On achievements, it helps you kind of see how your channel is doing, and just talking about like when you're supposed to hit the next subscriber count, how many views your channel has gotten, and just stuff like that. That's kind of interesting to see behind the scenes. And then another really useful part about VidIQ is when you click on a video, it'll give you more analytics about the video and your channel in general. Is most helpful is the tags. So when you're looking at a video, you can see which tags are tagged on the video for when you're looking at other channels' videos to try and figure out what to tag your own. This gives you different ideas. This also shows what the channel is tagged with and stuff like that. On the topic of titles and tags, I think if you are just getting started, it's really important, whatever videos you're posting, to have something called searchable titles. So that means that people search the words that are in your title, and that's how they find your videos. So for example, if I was going to post a vlog, if I just titled it baking, cooking, and planting, if that was the title of my vlog, no one is going to find it that isn't already subscribed to my channel, because no one searches that. But if I titled the vlog "A Day in the Life of a Teacher," people search for that. So that means that people are more likely to find my video. And so say that you are posting a haul video. Instead of just saying clothes haul, you title it Old Navy Haul 2020. And so if you can see the difference, those are titles that people actually search for, and that means that people are more likely to find your videos when they are searching, rather than just titling it something random that no one searches for. Then let's talk about tags. So tags are similar in the way that they need to be searchable. So if I just tagged my video vlog, there's a million thousand vlogs out there that people are not going to see mine. But if I tag "A Day in the Life of a Teacher" vlog, that's more specific, it's more niche to my channel. People are more likely to search that and then find my video. Also with VidIQ, something that you can do with that is whatever video you're watching, you can see the tags on the side. And so if you follow a channel that is posting content that is similar to what you want to post, say that you have an Old Navy haul that you want to post. If you use VidIQ to pull up a video that is under Old Navy haul, you can see what tags that video used, and then you can use those in your tags, if that makes sense. Because if their video has a lot of views, obviously the tags are working, you can use them in your video as well. So now that we are talking about videos, it's important to figure out if you want to have a schedule of how often you post. I think this is one of the key things about starting a YouTube channel, is that you have to be consistent. if you post, you know, once a month or once every 3 months or once every couple of months, people aren't going to subscribe to you because you're not posting regularly. People aren't going to subscribe if you don't have a schedule. And so I think it's very, very important, especially in the beginning, to have a schedule. Say that you post every Sunday, or you post, you know, every Wednesday and Sunday or something like that. So you have to make a schedule, because that will also hold you accountable, but it will help your subscribers know when you are going to be posting. And it also shows that you are doing YouTube for real, and so people will have multiple videos that they can choose from to watch. So another thing you can do when you're just starting your YouTube channel is that there are a ton of videos out there on YouTube about starting YouTube. And so I will link some of the videos that I recommend watching down below in the description box. But if you are really interested in getting started on YouTube, there's tons of videos online about, you know, all the different parts of YouTube, more of the analytics side, and then also just like setting it up and all of that. And so I will definitely link some of the videos that I watched when I was just starting out down below if you would like to check those out too. Okay, and the final thing and the final tip that I have for you is one of the most important tips, if not the most important tip, and that is do not give up. I follow personally a couple of smaller YouTubers that, like, they're my subscribers and they started YouTube channels, and I, you know, subscribed to them just to support them, and a lot of them have given up. They've stopped posting. But the reality is, when you're starting your YouTube channel, it's very, very unlikely that you're going to get a lot of views or a lot of comments or a lot of subscribers. And again, that goes back into why you're posting, because you need to have a very strong why you're doing it and why you are going to want to do it just for you. Because in the beginning, no one else is watching your video. At the beginning of my YouTube journey, I was really focusing on editing and getting comfortable in front of the camera, and I was filming videos just for fun, for me, and that's totally fine. That's what you should be doing. You should love what you're doing. You should love editing and posting videos and doing all the fun stuff that you will look back on before anyone else even sees. Just don't give up, because that's like the worst thing you can do, obviously, because then there's no chance that your YouTube channel is going to grow. You need to not give up. So that is pretty much it for today's video. As I said, this was more of an introduction video, some of the behind the scenes, just getting started your YouTube channel and talking about why you want to start a YouTube channel and all of that. And so again, I just want to say I am not promoting starting a YouTube channel to get famous, or I'm not claiming to know everything about YouTube, because I'm constantly learning, constantly evolving, practicing my skills, all of that fun stuff. But it is something that I get asked about all the time. So I hope this video is very helpful for you guys, and this series will answer a lot of the questions that I get and just help you if you want to start documenting your journey. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe so you can see the rest of the videos in this series, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!